NBC News law enforcement and intelligence correspondent Tom Winter joins me now. Tom, you're reporting on this, and frankly, every breaking story today has been remarkable. Does the Secret Service director's explanation about the roof that you heard there, and it's so fascinating to hear her talk about it, does it make sense from a tactical standpoint?
It doesn't make a lot of sense, according to people that I've talked with that are familiar with these type of tactics and what you would do there. There are some considerations from time to time about temperature and weather. That's a different one, but the Secret Service is used to being on top of roofs. They do it all the time. They have to do it all the time. Look at the counter sniper team that took out the shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks. So I think her explanation, at least among law enforcement experts, doesn't hold water. Perhaps she knows something I don't. Certainly can concede that, depending upon what they found during their walkthrough, if it was an issue with respect to handling the load of somebody being on the roof. But then again, she didn't say that. So I think there's some questions there. I think there's been some really terrific additional reporting today by our colleague Stephanie Gosk, who spoke with the Butler Township manager. This is the person who oversees that township and the police department there. And so in the course of that, he described a scenario where local law enforcement officers, police, became aware that he was up or somebody was up on that roof. 4 officers responded to that building we were looking at just a moment ago. They hoist up and push up one of their officers who, when he looks over the top of the roof, he sees Crooks there. Crooks turns and moves his rifle towards where the officer is. He's got both hands hanging onto the edge of the roof. He drops down. He falls 8 feet. And this, according to the township manager, they say that they get on the radio, apparently a shared radio frequency for this event, the security frequency for this event, and say, hey, we've got this guy up there. He's got a gun. That is a huge revelation today. And so the question is, did that information go out wider? Was the Secret Service aware of it? Were the Secret Service agents and the team that was up at the podium with former President Trump or the counter sniper team? You know, you see them move their rifle in advance. He's already looking over there when the shots are fired. You're looking right there on the video. It's perfectly explained. So were they given a heads up and they just didn't see it in time? There's a whole bunch of questions, of course, that we have. Every day brings more of them. We are trying to get answers. I get a lot of people on Twitter saying, why aren't you guys asking about this? We are asking about that. We're trying to bring you the answers as we get them. But it's certainly a focus of ours and obviously raises more questions about the overall plan that was put into play here, given the fact that the officers were there as they had said that they were planning to be.
Tom, it really, I know you're asking every question out there. It is just so remarkable to hear the Secret Service director point the finger at the local authorities. But I know you are bringing us every new detail as you get it. Let me ask you about another new development today. U.S. officials confirming that the Secret Service was actually focused on a separate threat against Donald Trump. What was the nature of that threat? What's the significance here?
So this came in the last several weeks to a month ago. The U.S. received information that there was a potential Iranian plot involving former President Trump. And I want to say from the outset, there is no indication at this time that Thomas Matthew Crooks, the shooter who fired rounds at the stage and nicked Trump in some way on Saturday, there's no indication that he has a connection to what I'm about to describe. So for some time, Kristen, and this has gone over the past couple of years, Iran has a list, for lack of a better phrase, of all sorts of people they would like to target in the United States. And it reads as a who's who of the Trump administration Iranian hawks. So like Mike Pompeo, Bolton, for instance, all of those individuals have been targeted. There's also some high-profile members of the Jewish community here in the U.S. that are on that list. And we've reported about this. Many other news organizations have reported on it in the past. Apparently, there was new information that came in that was a little bit more focused on former President Trump. So the Secret Service said at that time, this is before the rally on Saturday, that they beefed up their presence a little bit just because of what they were getting in the threat stream, even if it wasn't something that was totally vetted yet, not quite sure how serious the threat was. So I think what you saw on Saturday is apparently enhanced security, and then I think that might raise more questions.
Well, Tom, you've been on double duty today because I have to ask you about more breaking news, which is that Senator Bob Menendez was convicted on all counts, 16, I believe, in his corruption trial. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer now calling on him to resign, to step down. What comes next for the New Jersey Democrat?
Yeah, Congressman Booker, and you can add New Jersey's Governor Murphy to that list as well, among many other members of Congress who are vocally and forcefully calling for the resignation of the senator. When he spoke here earlier today, you see him at the podium, he gave no indication whatsoever that he was going to step down. He was defiant, frankly, in the result of the jury's verdict today. Look, it was 16-0 against the senator, 18-0 on the indictment. This was a total rebuke of his arguments and the defense that they laid out, and a complete belief in the prosecutor's theory. And I think we have to consider, we've talked about the gold bars and the cash because obviously we see those images, it's top of mind, or the idea that Menendez says it was his wife that was really the person responsible for this cash flow, and she was the one that was perhaps more involved in the scheme. His attorneys even painting the senator as a victim. You look at the conduct that the jury bought in this, that a sitting United States senator, then the chair of the powerful Senate Foreign Relations Committee, the jury says was providing confidential information to Egypt and assisting Qatar, not his constituents in New Jersey or in the United States. And so I think that's something that is perhaps noteworthy.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.